Places have changed, faces have aged. Memories are starting to fade, one day at a time. Remember, I'm here with you. You're trying so hard just to keep up. Every day's a chance to restart. I'll still be here, trying to pull you through. Every word that's forgotten, every note left unsung. Trust in me, just hold my hand and take me with you. Bring me into a world no one else can walk through. Hold my hand, 'cause I'm still with you. Love teaches hope, that love teaches joy, enable the ones who are frozen in time. Imagine our hearts choosing to shine on a journey that's yours and mine, yours and mine. Hold my hand and take me with you. Bring me into a world no one else can walk through. Hold my hand. Hold my hand, 'cause I'm still with you.
Hello! Welcome to the Enabling Festival 2022. My name is Daniel,
And I'm Danny.
and we are your festival hosts this year. The festival aims to explore, challenge, shape perceptions, understanding of dementia and caregiving through technology and the creative arts.
This year, we will focus on the sense of touch, with the theme Touch is Memory.
We have curated many exciting programs for you this year, so please visit us at this website below to see what we have to offer.
So please enjoy the upcoming programs.
Okay, hi. Welcome to the Little Red Couch for the Enabling Festival 2022. This year, our focus is on the sense of touch, and we have a very special guest from Clementi. Would you like to give a brief introduction of yourself?
Okay, firstly, thanks Danny for having me here today. And my name's Alison, and I'm a caregiver to my 86-year-old mom. She is in the moderate advanced stage of dementia. So it's been quite a journey.
When did you start caring for her?
It's, I think she was first diagnosed in late 2016, early 2017. So it was from that time that I stopped my job to be a stay-home caregiver so that I could be with my mom.
Full time?
Full time, yeah. Full time. So it's close to 5 years now.
Okay.
5 years.
So, how's mom like before?
Oh, mom before. That's the part I miss the most.
Yes.
Mom was really a joy to be with. She's very sociable, very
you.
bubbly, you know.
Like you, lah.
Thank you. It's like, you know, when mom comes into a room, you know it's not going to be a dull moment, you know. Because she's so engaging, and she always wants, she's at the back of her mind, she's always thinking about how to make the other person comfortable, how to get them to loosen up, you know, and just enjoy the interaction or the conversation.
A
or
good
whatever.
host.
Yeah, she's a very good host. Yeah, she used to host our homes. I remember she used to cook, have people come over, and she can cook well.
Okay.
She's Indonesian. Yeah, she's very active. She's very friendly.
Active meaning go
Means
scuba diving.
skydiving.
Active means what?
Active means she's well,
What does she do?
engaging with people in the community. She'll cook, bake, go down,
Ah.
give them, share the stuff she made. Or she'll, in church, she'll help out, you know,
Okay.
she's at the Sunday school, or she'll do the art and craft. So actually, when I look at all your paintings, it has a small reminder of what my mom used to do. She was very good with her hands, and she was very creative also. She did a lot of craft and art, and she liked to bless people with the little gifts that she made. You know, also not just art and craft, but also stitch work, cross stitching, sewing, cooking.
Okay.
And she was just that person. She was like a live wire,
Mm.
you know. And with mom, it's always. I would say her motto is never a dull moment with mom.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's been quite a change for me now.
So 2017, right? You mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thereabouts, yeah.
you probably noticed something with mom's behavior, and
Yeah.
how do you discover that mom is not well?
Because she was very sociable, like I mentioned earlier, but then she started to be not as friendly, not as patient, not as accommodating, did not want to really step out and socialize that much as she did before. Because in Clementi, it's very convenient. We're right in the central, so even when I'm at work, she can just go down, make her rounds, and just visit all her regular friends in the neighborhood, the supermarket, the wet market, all the neighborhood stores and shops. She had a lot of friends, but then it kind of dwindled off, and she was less enthusiastic, you know. And when you speak with her, it's like she's not as forthcoming as she usually is when she speaks. Her train of thoughts kind of like get cut off. Yeah, so sometimes she'll say, lupa, forget, you know.
Forget.
And then there were occasions when she went out to the mall, and she just couldn't find her way back.
Lost.
Yeah, she couldn't find her way back. And we used to play games, card games.
Good.
Like we used to play gin rummy, domino, what's that? 21, all those. And she used to dominate and win all the time. But then she started in the middle, not even at the onstart of the game, she already started to, you know, just frown on her brow,
Not
and
sure how to.
she didn't know how else to proceed along in the game, and she didn't know the passport for gin rummy and all that. She just forgot.
Because all these games require some form of
Yeah.
strategy,
Yeah.
some form of calculation, some math.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
You have to plan your next
Yes,
move
yes,
ahead.
okay.
Yeah, and she started to forget names of people that otherwise she would have been very familiar with. That's off the tip of her lip. She forgot the names. Yeah,
So
and
these are the signs.
those are the signs. And then did not want to eat as much, did not. And usually every Chinese New Year, she'll bake. She'll make her famous cat's tongue cookies. She likes to make all those cookies, cashew nut cookies, all the raisin flour cookies. Then one day when New Year CNY came and it's time for her to bake, she just went blank. Usually she'll cook right off memory. She'll bake right off memory. She knows what goes in to certain recipes, but she was just blank. And I was really quite saddened because she came out of the kitchen and she just told me, Alison, I can't bake. I've forgotten.
So at that time, you find it strange, right?
Yeah.
But you don't know.
I didn't know. I didn't have a clue. I thought maybe. Actually, silly me. I thought she was trying to be funny or trying to be cute or just wants attention. I misread all the signs because I really didn't know what to look out for. I didn't know how to assess my mom's condition, as a layman.
So probably at this point, I think we can let the audience know that if you realize your loved one's behavior change, the thing that they usually do, they don't do it so well.
Yeah.
Not just memory, not just being forgetful, but totally cannot do certain things.
Yeah.
That is when we need to
I think the alert needs to come up.
red flag. Okay, so we must take note of our loved ones, whether there's a change in behavior out of the blue. She doesn't feel like going out. She become very homely because that's why I asked you what's mom before. She was outgoing.
Well, mom was opposite.
Suddenly
She was opposite. She's just a live wire.
so suddenly very quiet.
Yeah, it was. I didn't pick up on it too quickly.
So at that time, do you know what dementia is all about?
No.
Zero knowledge.
I heard of it, but I guess I was so enveloped in my own work and life. I didn't really take time to read up on it.
So do you get mom to go for diagnosis? And
I
that's
did.
when.
Yeah, because then I was working in a healthcare company. Yeah, so it's so ironic. You're in healthcare,
Yes.
but then you forget to even look out for your own loved ones at home. And so I spoken to doctor friends in the company and described what I was experiencing with my mom. So they tied me up to a specialist who look after elderly persons. So I brought my mom for a consultation, and that was where she was assessed and diagnosed.
So at that time it was, I suppose it's early or mild?
Actually, if I guess it's past early already.
Past it.
Yeah.
Moderate.
Yeah, it's going into moderate. Because the signs were displaying even
Before.
a year or so even before I brought her for
Okay,
assessment.
So when the doctor said, hey, Alison, your mommy has dementia, what went on in your mind? I mean, like,
It was
still.
like, what's that word?
Precisely. Same.
Because she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's dementia, so that makes it even more complicated. It sounds more serious.
Okay.
So I was like, at the back of my head, even before I brought her for the consultation, I knew that she wasn't quite who she was anymore. And so he said, this is her diagnosis, and this is prescribed some meds for her, and he told me that to prepare myself because there's no cure for this disease, and that time will just serve its course. in the journey. So just to brace myself. And it
But-
came down hard, yeah. It came down hard. Something because you always think that it won't happen to your mom, it won't happen to your loved one. Yeah, you don't. Okay.
Yeah. So when the doctor tell you, okay, it's dementia, Alzheimer dementia, you still don't know what dementia is all about, right?
No, I don't.
So
Yeah. So I had to read up on it.
you read up, doctor never like
YouTube, all that.
tell you much.
Yeah, it just says your neurons,
Okay.
your brain cells, malfunction,
Ah.
breakdown of your thinking patterns. Yeah.
So at that time you're
I can't remember now, but
Okay.
I think I was I was stumped. I was stunned. I was still in
Shock.
rejection of the news.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So that was how it was, and because I knew that with this news, it meant that I have to prepare for changes at home, changes that will obviously lead to my own comfortable life. Yeah, and it was scary. It was scary.
So you're still working at that time.
Yeah, I was still working.
So
Engaged helper.
helper. So why did you decided to quit? When did you quit?
I quit less than a year after.
So
Within 2017 too.
okay.
Yeah, within
Okay.
2017. Actually, I got a helper even way before her assessment. I got a helper in 2016. Yeah,
So why do you quit?
because mom was displaying aggression to the helper, and she was there's just a lot of friction at home. The helper will tell me, text me, message me, tell me that my mom doesn't want to eat her meals, my mom doesn't want to take her medication, and my mom is just suspicious of her, stealing money,
things, yes.
taking her clothes, wearing her clothes, inviting boyfriend over, all those things, and there's just no. When I hear that and I'm at work, I cannot focus because in my mind something wrong is going on at home, and it shouldn't be left that way, because then I don't know what harm it might lead towards, not just upon my mom, but maybe to the helper, to be fair in thinking of the whole big picture. So when I came back, sometimes I come back from work, I go home. Literally before at the front gate, before I can open, I can hear my mom, her voice is raised and she's, shouting or scolding the helper. And at that time, I had a very young helper. She wasn't very experienced, and I just fret to think that what might have been going on, Yeah, I didn't have that security leaving home. So I changed my helper and I got another helper. And the same thing, the same occurrence repeated itself.
Okay, I think I picked up the suspicion thing, because for my mom, she also get very suspicious
Yeah.
towards my helper, accusing stealing things and blah 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 blah. The whole
The whole works, yeah.
The whole works,
Wearing
yes.
her clothes,
so,
inviting boyfriend.
so this is another sign that for you guys out there listening, and you should pick up suspicion. Yes.
Yeah, out of the ordinary, just jumping to conclusions.
So you mentioned you shortly quit, like after a year when mom got diagnosed.
Yeah, about there.
So is there, do you have like family support? Is there a family, like friends?
Yeah, I have 3 brothers. I do have a family.
So that helps.
Yeah. And if they can't be present physically, they offer me emotional support. Yeah, I have my church friends who will come visit and will pray with me. Yeah, pray for my mom. And then I have my circle of friends, good friends, close friends who are constant support as well. You know, they're a source of encouragement. Of course, we're all living very busy lives. Everyone has their own situation and circumstances. So I do appreciate when they can't be present, they'll just drop me a line, how am I doing, give a call and all that. And they're very accommodating, because when I was taking care of my mom, I could not bring myself to leave my mom at home by herself too often. Because there was a transition period that I went without a helper, and I tried to go it alone with my mom. Yeah.
Not easy, right?
Bad idea.
That's not easy, I know.
That was for 9 months, but those 9 months were the terrifying 9 months. And these friends would actually come all the way from north, south, east, west of Singapore to the area where I live in Clementi, just so that I could have some connection time with a breakaway, just with friends,
But your mom at the time is mobile still? She can shower herself?
No, I think her absence of understanding
Showering,
of
hygiene is not
that was all no longer part of her everyday
But can go toilet?
habit. Toilet, yes, but sometimes a bit late.
Happen,
So
accident.
it's I see. Yeah.
So you manage that?
Yeah, I had to manage that. And then the thing with my mom is that she liked to take a stool and climb. So she'll climb on the kitchen cabinet top. Yeah, and she'll want to climb on the bay window. Thankfully, I have grills. Yeah,
Why?
so kitchen, because she wants to reach the cabinets to take plates and bowls. She wants to prepare food because she says people are coming, friends are coming, relatives are coming. She's going to get busy. And then at home is in her room, the window, for no apparent reason. Now that I think, don't really ask me why. I don't understand. Also, sometimes she likes to climb on the bay window area and just look out the window.
That's scary.
And I constantly have to watch over her because she's very thin and frail at that time. Okay, she's hovering about 33 kg. Yeah, 33
From
kg.
what?
From
how many kg?
As far as I can remember, she was close to 50, 52.
That's almost half.
Yeah. So when dementia set in, she did not want to eat. She did not sleep properly. Yeah, and she just did not want to eat. She didn't enjoy meal times. And but she didn't. For someone who hardly slept, the mind just goes on and on and on. They have this like unlimited capacity to just get up, walk around the house, fiddle here, fiddle there, move this, move that, adjust this, adjust that, climb here, climb there. And
the brain is just very active.
yeah, it's very active. Even at night. Okay, we're not talking about just daytime, we're talking about nighttime.
Wow.
So I was at the pinnacle of my because I had to watch her, because she was frail. Her leg muscles were not that strong, so when she walked, she hobbled a bit.
So that was during the 9 months when you're alone with her.
9 months and even after, until in 2020 when she could not walk anymore.
Just suddenly cannot walk, or she fell or?
Actually, she was hospitalized because she had gout arthritis on her right knee. So her right knee kind of swelled up to the size of a small a tennis ball. So I got her admitted to the hospital, and before that she was walking. She was walking, moving around, even in her imbalanced state, she was walking at home. So when I admitted her for investigations and whatever needs to be done in the hospital, she was discharged short of a week. And when she was discharged, she came home, she couldn't walk anymore.
So during that period when you're taking care of mom by yourself, I'm sure you're very, very stressed.
Yeah.
So so I want to ask you I want to ask you this. Did you ever think that you want to send your mom to the home?
Yeah, I was telling myself, I need a vacation. Yeah, I need a vacation. And actually, the thought of sending my mom to a home did not really sit in my mind. What was my immediate thought at that period was that I need help. I need to get a helper. I need to engage a helper to help me watch my mom, help me take care of my mom at home, so that I can step out. Just step out, you know, take a walk in the garden where I live, or just go down to the supermarket, get some necessities, groceries.
Did you lose hamper?
Oh yeah, many times.
You want to tell me
Many
or
times.
us one incident? But how?
Okay, one incident. Many occasions, but my mom used to, in defiance, she used to tell me, I want to go stay with this so and so. They'll take much better care of me than you. You know, and that I know is her state of mind. It's not spoken from her heart. It's because of her condition that she's not thinking or speaking clearly. But somehow when the words came out, it was really very hurtful, very cutting, you know. And automatically you think, well, so ungrateful. No, after all I've done for you, after the sleep I've sacrificed, and the social, my own social life that I've put on hold, you know. So it's just going back and forth. Whenever she'll raise up that point, I'll say, go lah, come, you want me to help you pack your bags? You know, sarcasm. I said, I was very hurt. So I think I retaliated also in that emotion, which now I look back was more harmful than gain. But I got angry. I said, why don't you go? I'll give you 1-2 days. You see how they take care of you. Whether it's the same level, whether you'll not be just taken care of, but you'll experience and feel the love and the warmth. Go ahead, you know. Happier for me. I can have my freedom. So that's an example.
I'm sure, because I lost temper to my mom, same.
Yeah.
But maybe we just want to share with audience out there. I think when they say hurtful things, it's not them.
Correct.
And if they try to be difficult, it's not them. They are not trying to be difficult.
Yeah.
They are not trying to give us a hard time.
Yeah,
They themselves are having a hard time.
Yeah. Correct.
So I think the moment we recognize that, our whole perception of the whole caregiving journey will change.
Yeah.
And we will not be so mang zhang.
Yeah.
If you know.
Mang zhang. I know that word, but right now I can't explain it.
We will not be so short-tempered.
Yeah.
We will be more
Agitated,
empathetic
yeah.
or agitated.
Yeah.
Because we know whatever they are doing is not real.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah. That's right. Actually, they are also They're fighting their
It's still
own
struggling.
internal battle, you know.
Yes.
They are trying to understand, trying to make sense of what is no
The
longer
world.
logical to them. They cannot recognize, they cannot understand. So they're struggling. They're really struggling. Yeah. So that's sad.
Yes, actually, I mean, when you mentioned they are also struggling to make sense of the world,
Yeah,
can you imagine every day you wake up,
correct.
the world is so alien.
Yeah,
Worst of all, they cannot recognize you,
Exactly.
me, or husband.
yeah,
That's
Very
scary, yeah.
yeah. It's very sad, you know. It is. It's heart wrenching.
It is.
This is a person you spend your whole life with, who's always been there with you from infancy right to adulthood. And then suddenly it's all changing.
So important. Okay. What other question? Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Sensitive.
Kind of, yes. So imagine the camera is your mom. Okay.
Oh
Is
no,
there
this is gonna be.
is there anything you want to say to your mom now? Okay. Just your time. Mommy is there.
Only that I miss her.
Tell her.
Yeah, and
Tell her.
I wish I'd given more time to her in her better years. And that instead of regret, I'm just gonna invest every day to make her journey and my journey a blessing to each other, and that even in her moments of being in a dark place and feeling lost or unfamiliar, I'll always be that face in her face. And I'll take care of her
Tell mommy.
with all my heart, strength, energy, mind, until God sees fit that my journey with her is over and He'll bring her home. And then I'll just look forward to meet up with her again after. I love you, Mom. To the moon and back.
Yes, I'm sure she loves you
Yeah.
very much too. Okay, if you can turn back time, what is that one thing you want to change?
Definitely quality time with Mom. If I could turn back time, I wouldn't spend so many hours clocking overtime at my workplace and leaving the dinner cold on the table and coming back past 8, 9, 10 p.m. with Mom sound asleep on the sofa because she's been waiting for me to come home after after preparing dinner and hoping to enjoy the meal with me. I would change back. I would change, definitely change my priorities and make Mom a higher priority every day. I open my eyes and greet a new day and have the blessing of my mother with me. Yeah, I would do that.
You know, when you mentioned about mom cooking for you and
Yeah.
you coming back late
Mm.
and food, I also want to share with you because mom will make breakfast for me,
Mm.
but I suspect at that time she kind of had dementia
Mm.
early onset. She keep making the same thing. So can you imagine eating the same thing every other day? So I don't want to eat. I threw it away.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like now, there's no chance.
Yeah.
I want to eat like a simple even sandwich
Yeah.
from her. So I think for you guys out there, please, whatever mom cooks when they call,
Sandwich,
come back and eat dinner, please cook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It means the world
Mm.
to our moms, The whole day their highlight is just watching us smile, seeing us happy, spending time with them, treating them as important as we do with every other thing in our lives. Actually, they deserve even more,
Yeah.
So cherish your moms, your fathers while you have them, because there'll come a time, and that time will come upon you quite quickly sometimes, that you won't get a chance anymore, and you don't want to live with regrets, because regrets won't change the situation of your parents' health or condition with the illness.
So I actually have a question. What advice you have for caregivers out there? I think you have just said it. Yeah. You
Yeah.
just summarize the entirety of
Yeah,
spending more time with the loved ones
yeah,
instead of at work.
correct.
Yeah.
I think we need to reassess our priorities, especially when our parents get older and when illness has befallen upon them. They are really struggling inside, and they need support and love from familiar faces. Hug your parents more.
There you go.
Touch is very important, because when the mind cannot make sense, emotions and feelings will still be very real to them. Hug them, kiss
Kiss
them,
them.
hold their hand, tell them you love them. Don't get tired of saying it, because every I love you is very fresh to them. It's a fresh memory that you plant, and if they forget, say it again. If they forget, say it again. And what I learned in the caregivers course was that the illness does not define the person. Okay, my mom is not dementia. My mom just happens to be a person, another human being who has the disease of dementia, but she is still my mom. She's still a human being. She's still my best friend, the love of my life. She's still my partner. All through my growing up years, until this very day, until today. What's today?
Today's
15 of August
Monday.
Tuesday. 15 August 2022. All these 55 years, she has not ever turned her back on me, even when I was like the toughest, defiant, rebellious, strong-willed daughter. She never gave up. She always looked at the positive, and she always looked at the best qualities. She never narrowed in on the weaker qualities. And we shouldn't too, We shouldn't, because they deserve so much more. They've gone through so much more. They sacrifice so much more. So, yeah.
Treasure.
Love them, hug them, kiss them, hold their hands,
Yes.
spend time with them.
And that is the focus on this year.
Yes.
Okay, the Enabling Festival focus this year is on the sense of touch. So, like
Yeah.
what Alison mentioned, touch is really important, whether you hug, kiss, or
Yeah.
just play with them
Exactly.
and kuchi
Kuchi,
them.
yeah.
Yes, the touch has its
Yeah.
healing magic.
Yes,
Yes.
I was going to say amen.
So with this, we would like to end this Little Red Couch session, and thank you, Alison, for coming all the way from Clementi. So thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, my name is Daniel,
And I'm Danny.
and we're the founders of the Enabling Festival 2022. We hope you can support us by pledging $1 to the Enabling Festival via the link below.
That's right. This $1 will enable the festival to further its cause and implement initiatives for collective impact, which has societal benefits for the dementia community and caregivers.
Dementia is a very real issue that could happen to you and me. We sincerely appeal to you to walk this journey with us. Your pledge of $1 is in exchange for a treasured trove of shared knowledge.
Come and participate in the various programs. We hope to see you at the next Enabling Festival in
2023. Take care. Bye.
Hold my hand and take me with you. Bring me into a world no one else can walk through. Hold my hand. 'Cause I'm still with you.
Thank you for watching our program.
We hope you can fill in a simple survey using the QR code provided.
This will help us to improve as well as to fulfill our funding requirements from our various sponsors. Thank you.
If you wish to find out more about the Enabling Festival 2022, please visit our Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, and website.
To connect with us, please drop us a message on any of our social media platforms.
Take care and stay safe.